Today we're going to talk a little bit, give our quick review of Happiest Season, the Hulu original holiday movie that's garnered a bit of buzz at this point. Pretty notably, I would say, for being one of, I guess, really the only one in the genre I can think of that revolves around a gay couple. It's a lesbian couple at the center of the story. So we're going to get into what we thought of that. But make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. You can always support us on Patreon or become a member here on YouTube. We do appreciate it. And let us know what you think. Drop that comment in the box below so we can discuss that later.
Very weird.
T3 Media.
Through the media.
Yeah, Happiest Season. So written by Clea DuVall and Mary Holland, directed by Clea DuVall. I remember when the trailer came out for this one, being kind of excited just because you do get so inundated with the romantic Christmas movie, and the genre has become something of a parody of itself at this point. No offense to our Lifetime and Hallmark fans out there, but they. You very much know in the first 5 minutes what's going to happen. So I was excited to see something a little different, though honestly, a very enjoyable movie, and for better or worse, I would say also very much in that category of like, I can tell you where this is going. Nothing struck me totally off guard.
Yeah, not a completely surprising story by any means,
No.
but it does have a ton of charm. I would definitely say it's, out of all the new Christmas movies, it's one to watch, I think.
Yeah, a little more genuinely funny and charming. I feel like some of them get so cheesy and goofball, even some of the like streaming service ones where I always feel like there should be a cut above, and then it's like, why are there like 8 Vanessa Hudgens? Is what's happening? No, and I will also say I'm very much a fan of, let's give the LGBT community their goofy, kind of predictable love story Christmas movies, and that in and of itself did make it feel a little fresh, and did help sidestep a bit of that. I will say though, I think my biggest issue with the movie was it very much had that thing movies have where it's like, why did this happen? Because the screenplay said so, and there were definitely choices. Well, the main, and I don't feel like, I guess spoilers if you haven't seen Happiest Season, we will be discussing some of the plot, but the whole crux of the movie is the main character, Mackenzie Davis.
Yeah, who plays Harper.
Yes, and Kristen Stewart, who plays Abby, have been dating for, I think, an unspecified amount of time.
Well, she moves in with her about 6 months prior, and in the opening credits, they do a bit of a calendar.
Yeah.
It's a cute opening calendar, like through the 6 months of them
It's
moving in
a
together.
nitpick, but it did bother me that I could never figure out quite how long they'd been together. Of like, Abby's like, I'm gonna propose this Christmas, and it's like, is that okay? I was thinking you were together for like maybe a year, but now maybe longer. So, anyways, but so Harper gets like caught up in the moment of Christmas and invites Abby home. And then on the way there is like, oh, by the way, I haven't told my parents I'm gay, and they don't know I have a girlfriend, and I'm not comfortable telling them until after Christmas, which
feels like a conversation you have before that car ride.
One and Abby even says, like, why did you invite me? And she's like, I just got caught up in the moment. What?
I've been caught up in a lot of moments, and I have never done anything like that.
Never invited someone to my parents' house in the moment. No. And also that's just not who Harper is as a character. Like, in the first scene, it feels very like, I love Christmas so much. And it's like, okay, so she's like a little head in the clouds, a little impulsive, kind of the romantic. And then that's not who she is at any other point in the movie. So and I didn't like Harper immediately. I'm like, you put your girlfriend in a terrible situation. Like, I'm not saying we got to push people out of the closet, but that's a hard situation to put your partner in. Like, there's no winners here, but like, you could have at least been more sensitive to the situation. And then continues to treat Abby fairly horribly.
Yeah.
Throughout the movie. Which again, like, I don't want it to be like, well, she should just come out to her parents, because I know that's a very hard personal thing. But she also kind of just shuns.
Well, yeah, she kind of ignores her throughout most of the holiday.
In a way that would just make me very upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like hanging out with her ex-boyfriend. Which it's like not even in a romantic way. That would just suck. Like if you took me back to your hometown and just hung out with your friend the whole time, I'd be mad.
Yeah.
I'd be uncomfortable. I wouldn't know what to do with it. And I'm going to say it. Aubrey Plaza, who's very cute and kind of underused as Harper's ex-girlfriend who Abby like befriends over the course of the movie. I wanted more of her, and I wanted them to end up together. Yeah. It really felt like they were setting up the rom-com like, wait, I just realized I deserve better, and it's you, Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, time and time again, it's more of the script being the weakest part of the movie, because there is a lot of charm in it. There's a lot of people I love to see, you know, Aubrey Plaza,
it's
Dan
a
Levy.
Stacked cast.
Yeah, it's a great
Victor
cast.
Garber and Mary Steenburgen are the pair. Like it's a stacked cast, which is part of what really does elevate it. It's an okay script, and there are some good laughs in it.
But nobody's phoning it in either,
No.
which I really appreciated. This was a really layered performance, and it really was. Well, and we were talking too. This movie felt like two different movies at different points.
Yeah. Well, because there were moments that were very funny and moments that I felt like I'd seen in every rom-com.
Right.
And I will say, Mary Holland, who co-wrote it, who's one of those actresses, you go, what do I know you from? And you look it up and there's not like one big role. There's just a lot of really good, like, oh, you did a couple episodes of this and you had a guest spot on that. So funny as one of the sisters.
Yeah.
Just like very odd and funny and a total scene stealer and a bit of a like, wait, no, I want more of this. I want more of this weirdness. Honestly, Allison Brie, who I usually like, was kind of a weak link for me.
Yeah, that was probably the more one-dimensional performances.
Yeah.
But again, I think I put that on the writing, because like we get to a very interesting place of how this family works, and a lot of it is, you know, competing for parents' love.
Yeah.
And we get to a really cool moment where she kind of goes, I'm the only one with a family, and without that, I feel like I'm not anything to you guys.
Yeah.
But then they kind of leave it there, and then again we get back into the, you know, rom-com convention.
Kind of, we gotta wrap it up by Christmas morning, and it's like
okay the next day, and
yeah, this is some deep-seated stuff you've been putting on these three daughters your whole life. We don't just wrap that up in, you know, an evening.
Yeah.
Like Christmas Eve to Christmas morning, everything gets resolved.
And I do think that is a bit of an across the board for the performances. They're all very good. They are nuanced and layered to a degree, but for the most part, it's good people, good charming people, just being charming.
You wish they got like 20% more for everybody to do, just a little more interesting, a little bit. But yeah, I would say Mary Holland and Dan Levy were definitely my scene stealers. They were both very funny, and I think that's some of the most interesting stuff to do. But there's like that. There's like the scene with the cops.
Oh yeah.
Where like she gets like taken back by mall security, and like Lauren Lapkus, who again is another one of those actresses, when she pops up in things, I'm just always delighted. So funny and kind of out of tone with the rest of the movie, like very oddball and screwball.
Well, it felt exactly like the first scene where we open on, and they're, you know, checking out the Christmas lights in the neighborhood, and Abby's not feeling it because she doesn't like Christmas, and so
if you're gonna say what you think what I think you're gonna say, I completely forgot about this moment until you just like, because it was so out of tone with what the rest of the movie. Go on.
Well, and I thought it was gonna set it up for like, oh, okay, this is gonna be a little
wacky, yeah.
So Harper brings her up to like this rooftop to see everything, and it's beautiful. You know, it's a cute shot and everything, but you hear the people below start going, "We hear you up there on the roof," and everything, and Abby almost falls off the roof, and she's dangling, looking into a window, and ends up falling, and Harper and her, as they're running away, it's revealed that there's a couple in there having a dominatrix session as Mrs. Claus and a fully clad reindeer.
And it's very funny and it's very throwaway.
But it felt like we didn't get a lot of that. And then again, like until that piece.
Yeah.
It feels like this movie was kind of like a lot of stuff got left on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, there were definitely, like, the Aubrey Plaza character did not get wrapped up in a satisfying way at all. Like, even if you weren't going to go with them ending up together, which you should have, but you didn't, and you missed that. I think they just really failed to account for, like, how much, like, everybody loves Aubrey Plaza.
Yes.
Like, she is just one of those, like, kind of oddball people where it's just like, you're not going to go for Aubrey Plaza? She's so smart and quippy and cool.
Well, the first interaction that the three of them have is awkward. She's an ex and everything.
Yeah.
And she doesn't do a lot of speaking, but just the way she kind of physicalizes.
She's the girl you want to end up with. Like, and I think Kristen Stewart and Aubrey Plaza just make a far more organic, kind of correct couple. But
what did you feel about Kristen Stewart and her performance on her own?
I thought she was great. I've always felt, I've never been like, oh, I'm a huge Kristen Stewart fan, but she's definitely turned in good performances. And I think she's very watchable. She's a fun, like, slightly unexpected but very solid leading lady in this. I think she's super charming. She hits all the beats well. I believe her. I like her. I'm rooting for her. Yeah, I'm pro, but I've been Team Kristen Stewart for a while.
Right.
Did you like her?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think she anchored it well. She's a very lovely leading lady, and she does this thing too where it's like when you can utilize her and you know how to use her, she's great. I think about the mall cop scene a lot, and she's playing it totally straight.
She's fun, yeah.
But the comedy is working so well, and I think she gets that, but she doesn't ham it up, which I love. And honestly, she's a really good lead. I felt for her, and there was definitely a moment where, you know, I was kind of rooting for her. But
yeah, I would say final analysis, like, B- movie with a cast that bumps it up to a B+, and when you remember it's like a Christmas rom-com, like A-. Because I think you do give a little leeway, at least I always give a little leeway to the Christmas rom-com of like, that's fun, it was cute, they played Christmas music, I had a good time, like it didn't have to reinvent the wheel.
Well, and kind of
and making it a lesbian couple, I think it does get bonus points.
Exactly.
So that made it feel a little fresh. It added a different emotional element, and I think a little more honest emotional element than just like, you know, the Hallmark, like, but I gotta go back to the big city and I hate Christmas, and, you know, something a little more emotionally grounded I did like.
And a little bit more real, I think something that a lot of people can identify with who have been in those positions. And also, I will say, it is definitely, you know, it's a queer story, and I think the focus shouldn't be on it being the only one so far, but that queer stories deserve bad rom-coms too.
Yes.
And this isn't a bad rom-com by any means, but it is like
I said, they should get their cliche, I know what's going to happen holiday movie.
Exactly.
I'm okay with that. So I would say, if you like Christmas movies and you just have had too many Vanessa Hudgenses for a minute, check it out. It's worth the watch. Not a knock it out of the park, but a very charming Christmas movie. But let us know what you think. Have you watched Happiest Season? Did you like it? Are you planning on checking it out? Why does Mary Holland's character deserve her own movie? Because I'd watch it. And why was Aubrey Plaza the right choice? Tell us about that, because I have a lot of thoughts about this, but this video would be 2 hours long if I really got into my dissertation on that. So drop those comments in the box below. Thank you for watching. Happy holidays?
I think happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
If you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to the channel and please drop a like on this video. It really does help us. Also, don't forget you can turn on notifications so you don't miss a single review, react, why is that trending, or we got your mail.